Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to do another best and worst video, and today we're talking about Urban Decay, which is definitely a brand that I have a lot of products from. When I was like picking out all of these products, I was like, oh girl, I have a lot of stuff from Urban Decay, and Urban Decay is definitely one of my favorite makeup brands, so I have so many awesome, amazing products to share with you guys, but I also have a few things that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I'm going to share just my thoughts on pretty much everything that I have from Urban Decay. So if you think this sounds like an interesting idea, then just keep on watching. By the way, I curled my hair today, which I never do, and I really like it. I feel like it looks so good having blue hair and curls. I'm like, ugh. And also I'm living for my eyeshadow. Pretty much everything I have on my face right now is Urban Decay, so just so you guys know. Okay, so I think in this video I'm going to try to start with face products, then move on to eye products, and then move on to lip products. So the whole video, there will be some hits, some misses, just randomly in the video. I feel like that will make the whole video super interesting, and you get some hits and some misses like randomly. So we're going to start with face products, and of course we have to start with primers. So Urban Decay is so known for their sprays, their face sprays. So for prep sprays we have the B6, and we also have the Quick Fix. What I found out with these is that this one is a lot better if you have more of a dry skin, and this one is better if you have more of a combination to oily skin. And I feel like when I spray this on that I have like a light layer of moisturizer on my skin. So this one is very good because it is moisturizing. This one smells amazing. It smells like coconuts. But I think if I have to choose my favorite out of them, it would be the B6, because I have, as you guys know, I say in pretty much every video, I have a combination to oily skin, and because of that I prefer the B6. But if I have to be honest with you guys, I don't think these are a must. I just use them if I'm feeling a little bit like fancy and I want to use them and I remember to use them, but I personally don't think that the prep sprays are a must-have. They're really nice once you have them, but it isn't something that I would like run out and get from Urban Decay. So I think these are more of a meh product. They're okay, but it isn't a must-have. This is not my favorite product from Urban Decay, so you know. But talking about face sprays, these on the other hand is definitely a big favorite of mine from Urban Decay. We have the All Nighter and we have the D-Slick. Can't even see this. This actually comes with a gray lid, but I can't find my gray lid, so I only have the white one. But this is a D-Slick, and this one is oil controlling. This is very good if you have oily skin, just to keep that in control. I've almost used this up. And then we have the All Nighter, which is good for every skin type. It's amazing. It makes your makeup last so much longer, and I feel like this is the most like versatile spray out of all of these. I feel like you can kind of use this as a prep spray. You can spray it before your makeup, you can spray it after. I would say if you're getting any of the sprays from Urban Decay, I would say get the All Nighter. And then a couple of months ago, Urban Decay released some new primers, and I have tried one of them, and this is their Optical Illusion Complexion Primer, and I would say that this is a meh product. It's nice, and it definitely doesn't do anything wrong, but I don't see the biggest difference when I use it, and it is very thick and balmy. You need like the tiniest amount when you use this. I kind of like it, but I don't really reach for it that often. So for me, I have tried better primers, so you know, it's whatever. Then last year, Urban Decay released a new foundation, and this is their All Nighter waterproof long wear liquid foundation, and this is full coverage. It has a matte finish, and it is oil free. So this is right up my alley. It's a matte long wearing foundation, which is normally what I want, and this one definitely gives me a full coverage. This is one of my most full coverage foundations that I have ever tried, and this one and the Marc Jacobs Remarkable I think are my most full coverage foundations that I've tried. I feel like my skin looks so flawless when I wear this, and I really do like it. But this one has a lot of powder in it. When I use this, I can't use a cream blush or cream highlight on top, because it is kind of the same thing as putting on cream products on top of powders, because this has more of a powdery finish. Sounds kind of weird, but I tried one time to use a cream blush on top of this. I felt like it just kind of moved the whole foundation around, and I didn't like it, so I would say this one is not good if you use other cream products on top. It works nice with concealer. Concealer works really nice on top of this, but I think it's good. It's full coverage. It's definitely something that I only wear on special occasions. Definitely not a everyday foundation for me because it's way too heavy. So I'm definitely giving this a thumbs up. I think it's good. You have to try it. It is full coverage. It is gorgeous. Then we have to talk about their famous concealer. This is their Naked Skin concealer. Oh, I love this product. When I first got it, I was like, it's like any other concealer. It's not that amazing. But then I just always reach for this concealer. It's like my perfect everyday concealer, and that's basically what you want in makeup. You just want your good everyday staples, and this is just a good everyday staple for me. It covers well, it lasts long on the skin, but I in general really like this concealer, and I know I'm gonna repurchase it. It's just an all-over great concealer that you have to try if you haven't tried them. Then of course we have to speak about their correctors, which I'm not the biggest corrector person. I don't really use correctors all that often, and I don't really see the point on using correctors if you don't really need it. My favorite out of the correctors is definitely the color called Peach. This one I used today, and I use it so often if I just want to correct my under eyes. I think this color is perfect to correct like dark circles. I think they nailed this shade. I think this is amazing if you struggle with dark circles. Try using this and using, for example, the regular concealer on top. It's a match made in heaven, and I just love the formula of these. I love these correctors. Then we have their Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. That's a very long name, but it is basically a powder foundation. This one, as you can see, I've actually hit pan on, and I am not the biggest powder foundation person, but I have a video which is called How I Cover Up Blemishes and Redness in my skin, and you have to watch that video if you want to see how I use this. But basically what I do is that I use concealer on the places that I need, and then I go in with a smaller brush and use this one on top of the blemish. So if you struggle with a lot of breakouts, using this one on top of your concealer to cover up like blemishes, it's such a good idea. So watch that video if you want to see more about this powder. But because of that technique, this is a must-have for me, and I love this powder. Then for more of like an illuminating product, I have the Naked Illuminating Trio, which I probably should get rid of really soon, but it came in handy in this video. But now I've kind of spoiled it. But you guys know, if you watch my channel, you guys know I don't like this product. So this is basically, as you can see, the middle shade broke right here. It's all over here, but I don't really care because I never use this product. It is just a very dry powder that has a ton of glitter in it. So it is basically just like chunky glitter in a very dry powder, and basically the only result that you get is just like glitter flakes all over your cheeks. Okay, so now we can move on to more eye products, and of course we have to talk about their famous Urban Decay Primer Potion. I feel like Urban Decay has just so many classic products that everyone loves from Urban Decay, and their Primer Potion is definitely a very famous product from Urban Decay. This is just the original one, which is just a clear one, and anyone can use this, and it really makes your eyeshadow last longer, and this is just my favorite. And speaking of eyeshadows, Urban Decay is so known for their eyeshadows, and I have a lot of favorites from Urban Decay. And I feel like this is a little bit more personal because it just depends on which colors you like. Like, we're all so different, so don't take this too personal because, again, we're all different. But speaking of their like famous just like naked palettes, they look like this. So we have the Naked One. This is how Naked One looks like. Probably all seen these palettes, but this is more of a bronzy palette. Then we have Naked 2, which is more of a taupey, silvery palette. And then we have Naked 3, which is more of like a rosy mauve eyeshadow palette. So I would say the most like versatile, the most easy to wear one is the first one. So I still recommend this one, and I still use this palette. I think it has great colors. I love Half Baked. It's amazing. Oh, I actually forgot, but they also have their Naked Basics palettes, which they're nice. I think when I first got them, I was very into them, but now I'm like, whatever, they're whatever. But they released their Naked Ultimate Basics, which is probably one of my favorite palettes from Urban Decay. This one has all matte eyeshadows, so you get the same amount that you get in these longer palettes, but I like that they did it a little bit different, and I really like the way that this palette looks and the packaging and everything like that on Urban Decay is just amazing. Then if you're wondering about what's on my eyes today, because I would be wondering if that was you, because I love the way this looks. And this is their Moondust eyeshadow palette. This is one of my favorite things from Urban Decay. This is basically just pressed pigments or glitters. I don't know what you will call it, but these are just amazing. But you have to use them wet. So you have to spray your brush with some setting spray or water. And these look amazing. They're super pigmented, super shimmery and intense. I use Galaxy and Lightyear, these two, on my eyes today. And I think they're just amazing. And also I have to talk about this palette. This is also one of my top favorites from Urban Decay. This is their Electric palette. And even though if you don't use colors that often, I think everyone needs Urban Decay Electric palette in their collection, because this is amazing. Whenever I'm doing colorful looks, I always grab for this palette, and I can always use at least one of the colors in the palette. And first off, the packaging I think is just beautiful. And as you can see, I've used mine a lot. That's why it looks so like used and abused. And I think these are actually like pressed pigments. Yeah, they're actually pressed pigments. So I find that these eyeshadows are even more pigmented than Urban Decay's normal eyeshadows. They're so pigmented. And they're like the best colorful eyeshadows that I've ever used. Then I just quickly have to talk about their Liquid Moondust. And I think these are really pretty, especially to use underneath the Moondust eyeshadows in general. They're just very pigmented. I can swatch, for example, this one, which is the gold one, and you can just see how intense and foiled that looks. And I like that you get such a small applicator, then you can really just like precisely put it on. So moving on to eyeliners from Urban Decay. They're really known for their 24/7 glide on eye pencils. I feel like I might be the only person that don't like these eyeliners. I've not had any good luck with any of these. I have the color Freak right here. As you can see, it's very nice and pigmented, but it doesn't really set in my waterline. Like, I can just sit and apply this forever and I can't see it. I don't know what it is, but these just do not last on my waterline at all. Then we have the Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. And this one, when I first got it, it was like a basic good eyeliner. As you can see, it's okay, but I don't like these rubber eyeliners, because the tip gets so like soft, and you can't really do a really fine, precise eyeliner with this. I just don't think this is worth the price, and I've definitely tried better. I would say the Kat Von D tattoo liner is the best one. Then their Perversion Mascara. This one on my lower lashes is just the best mascara I've ever used for my lower lashes, because it makes them like double the size. I feel like my lower lashes never looks as good as when I use the Perversion mascara. So this one is very lengthening. It's not too volumizing, so I think this is good to use with another mascara. So I'm not going to say that this is like the best mascara I've tried, because it isn't. And I don't love the way it looks on my top lashes. I don't think I will repurchase this mascara, even though I love it on my lower lashes. I don't know. And then probably my favorite product ever from Urban Decay is their Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliners. Girl, I want these in every color. But if you had to get two, I would just get the silver and the gold one, because I feel like you can do pretty much anything with these two colors. These are really good if you want to do like glitter cut crease. So if you want to do like that line in your eye, I have a video doing that, so I can link that down below if you want to see how I use it for that. But you can also just use it as glitter on your eyes, so you can just put it on your eyes. I can try to show you guys so you can see how it looks. So I'm going to take the silver one, just a little bit on top of that pigment. It just looks so pretty, and I feel like it just makes it pop a little bit more. It's so pretty. I feel like these just makes any look better. I can't live without these. So now we only have lip products left. And I'm going to first start with their lip liners, which I love. I think these are amazing. One of my favorite formulas on the market. I love them. So these are called the 24-hour, no, not 24-hour, the 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencils. So I love these for the lips. So these are the colors that I have right here. My favorite is Naked, and also Stark Naked. It just goes with every lip that I do basically, and it also is a little bit light, which I love. But then we have 1993, which I think a lot of people would like. It's like that whirl type shade. That one's very good. But I like that these are really creamy and very comfortable on the lips. They're not dry at all. Then we have, of course, their lipsticks, which they launched, I think it was 100 different lipsticks, which is crazy. That's a lot of lipsticks. But they have like different formulas. I would say the Comfort Matte formula from Urban Decay is the best matte formula I've ever tried in general. This one, for example, this is called Backtalk. It's such a pretty color. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. It's more of a pinky purple mauve shade, and the color called Uptight is beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Stark Naked. Oh, it's actually very similar to Stark Naked. I think this one is just a little bit darker, the Uptight one. But they're like sheer shimmers, they're cream finishes. I would say are just pretty basic. This is the color called Ex-Girlfriend, and this is a sheer shimmer. I like all of the other formulas, but as you can see, this one is more like, it's more of a sheer shimmer. I'm not obsessed with these other ones, and I rarely ever reach for them. But their Comfort Matte formulas, they're amazing. Then the last product that we have here is their liquid lipsticks, which these are pretty new. These are the Vice liquid lipsticks, and I can swatch them for you guys. You guys can see how pigmented these are. I've heard really mixed things about these, so I was very scared to try them. I have to admit, I was like super scared. And here you can see they're definitely very pigmented. They last so well on the lips. Like, these are really hard to get off. Like, I think I've never struggled so hard to get off liquid lipsticks as I did with these. These last so well on the lips. So also in the liquid lipstick formula, they have different finishes. So they have metallic, they have the Comfort Matte ones, and I think that is it. So I would say the Comfort Matte ones are pretty nice, and I think these are just like, they're good liquid lipsticks. They're definitely not my favorite formula. I would say these are like an meh. They're nice. But they're metallic liquid lipsticks, no, I don't like them. I tried one of them and it was just way too sheer and it wasn't pigmented. It did not look good on the lips. I didn't like it. So yeah, that was it for this video. I really hope you guys liked me having a full video just for Urban Decay products. So if you have been interested in some of these products, then you probably got a little bit more like information about what I think about these products. So of course you can have a different opinion. That's how it always is with makeup. You know, it's personal. You have to find what you like. If you're excited about my next best and worst video, I think my next one is going to be Maybelline, so keep your eyes open for that. And also don't forget to like my video if you're excited about that. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!